Why is comedian Monique at odds with every white woman in America? There are two sides to every story, but there's only one backstory. Monique spoke in front of a group of excited young men at her Black Youth Fellowship program. These boys were prodigies, potential sports stars of tomorrow with a wealth of talent but in need of adequate direction for success. Monique grazed over the group of youthful boys with a smile, but worry quickly set in as she contemplated the piranhas that would devour their fortunes. Young kings, I want nothing but success for you, but traps will be set for your demise. Celebrity guests Dr. Umar, Amanda Seales, and Ebony Williams stood on the sidelines cheering Monique on with pleasing smiles. Our keynote speaker is Tammy Washington from the Black Empowerment Network. A white woman in her 60s strutted through the door. Her eyes held a deep wisdom from years of living. Monique's mind was a jumble of thoughts. You're Tammy? Yes, I am. But you're white, I noticed. Shall I get started? Monique turned toward her celebrity friends. They were rendered speechless by the Caucasian woman. Monique tugged at the woman, pulling her to the side. How are you affiliated with the Black Empowerment Network? Well, I created it in 2015 to help the underprivileged. What if I said we don't need your help? You can say whatever you want, but your email to me says otherwise. And what can you do for our Black kings? Mrs. Washington pursed her lips together and confidently unleashed. Black men are at the bedrock of your crumbling communities. Who better to tell them about the game that's upon them? What are your credentials? 3 Black husbands, 4 mixed children, 2 well-deserved pensions, and a board position on the NAACP. Monique seethed in resentment. It sounds like you want what we have. Monique, wanting implies I don't have it already. Whatever. What is this game you speak of? Sure. White fathers indirectly teach their daughters the game that we now call blackjack. White men are deemed the dealers. We are considered the predators, and Black men are the prey. What's the purpose of this game? Mrs. Washington softened her words just slightly to make Black men bust. In terms of the game, we make him think he's holding the lucky numbers. You can do that with a simple smile, compliment, or my favorite, give him access. Access? Yes, access is rule number 1. Make him think he belongs with someone like us. Sounds like a game of manipulation to me. Is it manipulation if you choose to march yourself into a gas chamber? Monique bit her tongue and merely listened. It's fairly easy to win at blackjack. We look at his upbringing, education. Can I forge a wedge between him and his family? And the truth comes out. Truth was always there. Y'all just chose to look away. Also, who has the pull in his life? Is it his mother? Or is it the streets? Something told me you were an opportunist. I wouldn't be much of a woman if I wasn't. Life is about transactions, sweetie, and nothing more. Nature won't even feed you unless you offer her a seed. Transactional. Monique dismissed her suspicions and continued listening. White women just play the game better. You play with your emotions, and we tend to play with logic. I beg to differ. Take your beloved Kobe Bryant, for example. His wife Vanessa inherited a fortune, and his family won't ever see a dime of that money. Now that's a damn shame. Is it? Or did Vanessa just play the game correctly? Truth be told, Black men are 3 times more likely to date outside their race, which makes it very easy for us to win at blackjack. Monique lowered her head. The truth in Mrs. Washington's words gutted her. Okay, so how do we win at this game? Mrs. Washington looked over Monique with pity. You can't win, and you won't, until Black women do this one thing. And what is that? Set your fucking feelings aside and understand that everything is transactional. I don't think we can do that. The world could have elected its first black female president, but we decided to stand behind our husbands against our own self-interest. Transactional. Monique stood in a haze of animosity. Look at the precious DJ Twitch. His wife played to win. The moment he was 6 feet under, she remarried, dissolved his legacy, and told the world about his demons. That's something we do to get back in the good graces of white men. It seems like we have some very hard decisions to make. Mrs. Washington looked over the group of black boys sitting in the room. Sometimes I feel sorry for them, like sheep being led into the slaughterhouse unknowingly. Your fake-ass empathy is palpable. See? Are you speaking facts or with your emotions again?